Grappling with the Gilmans, episode 33, take 2. Is it 33?
My bad.
Who is that? Duggan?
My bad, yo.
Mic check.
It's Duggan.
Mic check. The Gilmans on your feed. Max and Sam, wrestling news we lead. Bob's in the back. He's a lyrical maestro. AEW, WWE.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grappling with the Gilmans. I'm Josh.
I'm Sam.
And
I think.
old man John.
No, but he is
Follow
here
me
with us
on-
again this week.
Follow me on Venmo, y'all. What's his
He is,
Cash App.
cash app?
he is here
I'll
again
make
with us
some-
this week.
I'll make some cameos for y'all if you give me 20
getting
bucks.
some rest again, along with producer Roman. And we are back in the SVW Employee Lounge to talk about the week in AEW, television and otherwise. As has become customary, do either of you two have any opening remarks
Yes,
before we get
number
into
one,
it?
Matt Sydal, please come on the podcast.
Okay, still sending a shout out to Matt Sydal.
Number 2, this Liquid Death sucked.
I think we're gonna we're going to be
I
going
think it's
about
time
this
for
a
a
different
change.
way.
I think it's time for a change, brother.
As somebody once said, enough is enough. Oh yes, as a great man once said, enough is enough, and it's time for a
You
change.
Who
won't
said
call
that?
me back. I'm gonna
I
take
believe
my,
it was the late great Owen Hart.
If you won't give me a brand deal, I'm guessing we're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Yep, we're moving on.
Yeah, Liquid Death.
Sam Gilman is what you call a free agent.
Look, that's we're gonna go to La Croix, bro. We're going to La Croix.
Get ready.
We got La Croix. We got Polar Spring in our
Yeah, we have
you
co-
know,
we have Polar
They're
Spring.
ringing our line, you know.
They got vintage. They calling us.
We got vintage. We got Polar.
Yep, we are. Oh my God, bro, you broke Roman already.
We got Polar.
Yes,
We
there-
got vintage. Like, we got La Croix, bro.
Yeah, it's
They all calling us saying, "Sam, we want you on the brand deal."
You know,
But Liquid
It-
Death, you
Maybe-
could have had
maybe-
this, but you missed it.
they be
Yep.
ringing our lines. You know what
I
I'm saying,
think-
bro?
I
You know
think
what I'm saying,
Sam-
bro?
Canadian Dry, they even
Yeah.
called us.
Canada
called
Dry,
Canada Dry.
not
Canada Dry.
Canadian Dry.
Canadian Dry.
Close.
Even tonic water companies are trying to call me.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Well, you are a free agent. I think you have given them more than a fair opportunity to respond
Bro,
to
we're
you.
taking our business to La Croix,
Uh,
bro.
they messed up.
Bye-bye.
I would not be LaCroix.
Don't be
all
surprised if you see my face
the
on
social
packaging.
media people at LaCroix, prepare yourselves. Sam Gilman is going to be may very well be
ready to
coming your
rumble.
way.
I'm ready to rumble,
Maxie,
brother.
do you have anything you'd like to say
Yes.
before we get into
Well,
it?
like they're gonna be coming my way.
Oh, you want a brand deal now, brother?
Yes.
Well, you're also a free agent.
I'm gonna mess you up, punk.
Prime, that's true. You are a big fan of Prime.
If AEW,
That
if
is
A-
a shoot. He
if
loves
AEW
Prime.
wants to. Apparently, AEW likes father-son duo, so me and old man John, we can get free tickets. He's my dad.
Yeah,
And don't ask any questions about that. 'cause-
Prime,
Yeah, this
sponsor
would probably
me.
be for the best.
yeah.
Maxie, anything
So
else?
if they want to give me and old man John a private jet ride with Tony Khan, and meet Brian Danielson and
We're gonna get
And
into
AJ
that. We're gonna get
Buffumbo.
into that in a little bit.
Bufumbo. They like Italian people.
They're like
like
Italian, Florida,
they like
Mexican
stocky
people.
Italians apparently.
All right. Maxie, anything else before we get into it?
No.
Okay. I have one thing.
Oh, frick. Oh. Shoot.
Obviously, since we
What
do
the
a show
hell is
about
the
pro
difference
wrestling,
between a shoot and a work?
I am concerned about pro wrestling generally and the people that do it. I certainly do not want to see anyone become injured unnecessarily. So let
Damn
me
it.
send out this plea. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let me send out this plea
What?
to the pro wrestlers of the world.
What?
If you are considering
What?
performing a move that involves you jumping off the top of a steel cage, for goodness sake, please do not land feet first. Because now it comes out during War Games. Do you know who did this? Bronson Reed. So, guess what happens when a man that large jumps off the top of a steel cage and lands feet first?
He gets injured.
He broke bones in his foot. And this is after Adam Copeland did the same thing, who is not nearly as large as Bronson Reed, by the way, and broke his leg. Please
He's also
don't.
significantly older.
Please don't do that. Please. It is,
Please.
I know that, we love when people do crazy things.
I do.
But we like when people do crazy things and still manage to get up. So there is my plea to the pro wrestlers of the world. Now, next thing. We need to talk about the week that one Tony Khan had.
Ooh, this was a fun week for him.
Now, the Jaguars won.
I'm pretty sure Fulham lost.
Fulham had a draw with Arsenal.
Oh, they.
Damn.
But
Haha.
some bad stuff went on.
A lot of bad stuff.
We have these allegations surface from Ryan Nemeth, apparently making complaints about CM Punk's behavior that he claims were not responded to appropriately. Talk about how he was offered some money for an NDA to resolve the whole thing. Not good. Well, first of all, it's not good on Phil if it's
Poor
true.
Pepsi Phil. He messed up on this one, brother.
So
Buddy's
that came out.
He's baked.
Then we have issues now with the Lucha Brothers.
Ha ha ha.
Somebody on their behalf was saying that there's things they can't talk about because of Fenix is still under contract, but they're gonna. There's been ugliness, and Fenix is saying that he's been injured, and they didn't respond to him appropriately from getting him medical treatment.
He's fine.
It's
Suck it up.
not good. Now, look,
Dust it off.
Wait,
I
I told you
Broken leg. Put some ice on
so many times about how Tony Khan's leadership was awful.
now look.
And look what happened. If he's letting his ex-guy, and current guys
Well,
talk this bull crap about him,
Right.
what the hell is he doing?
well, look.
it. Real question
Again,
is,
His leadership is weak.
Penta's
the real
already
question
gone.
is, Sam, what the hell are you doing?
Penta's gone. Fenix, we know the deal with Fenix. That look, I don't have a problem that he just doesn't want to hand him over to the competition. What he's doing by holding them is permitted under the contract. Now, look, I don't want to judge what he's saying. I have no obviously way of knowing if it's true or not true. But clearly he wants out. As soon as he's able to, he's going to be out, and presumably he and his brother will be in WWE. Look, I'm just going to ask you this question. Is it impossible that they are trying to create a situation where maybe TK would be inclined to let Fenix out early? Is that impossible?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I'm not judging the veracity of what he's saying. I'm just saying, obviously there's a lot of rancor between the two sides. I'm sure Fenix is very upset that he's being held to that provision of his contract to extend it for as long as he was injured. I'm sure he and Penta want to get to WWE if that's where they're going. Penta, I think, did actually appear in Mexico. I think it might have been in AAA. So is it possible that, they're just trying to leverage something to get out earlier? Yes, I don't know. But again, it's not a good
But I
development.
told you so many times that Tony Khan's leadership is weak, and this will eventually crumble at him.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about how much they're crumbling in a minute.
No, I'm just saying Tony Khan himself. AEW is going to make a lot of money.
Right.
A lot of money.
Right. So, in the end...
But no, here's my problem. Tony Khan, he's letting his ex-wrestlers and current wrestlers, like Ryan Nemeth.
Gone.
He's talking this bullcrap.
He doesn't work there anymore.
But they're making him look like a joke.
What does he care? They don't work
If
for
all
him
these
anymore.
ex-wrestlers are saying that Tony Khan
All-
is not doing good or he did bad things.
All of
You
them.
had Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff. Let's talk about Eric Bischoff for a second.
Talk bad about you.
Printer
not
problem.
about-
So I got to go to my
and
phone.
And even that's
Eric
bad.
Bischoff. Yeah. In addition, Eric Bischoff was shooting his mouth off again. He was on with Ariel Helwani.
I don't know who that is.
Who is Ariel Helwani?
He's a guy who has a podcast that's about MMA and wrestling. And once, he had some stuff to say about AEW. I got to go to my phone for this for my notes, including, I'm going to quote him here. They're horrible. There's no hope for them.
So you.
Okay, Eric. That quote didn't age well within about the span of a week. You know why, guys?
Why?
Because it came out today, in addition to the TV deal.
Yeah.
That on the first day, they sold $1.25 million worth of tickets for Arlington. That is the third biggest gate they've ever had behind the two shows at Wembley, and that was in one day.
Well, honestly,
That came from Meltzer this afternoon.
Honestly, that makes actually a lot of sense because there's going to be a lot of fans that are willing to go to Texas, but they're not willing to go all the way to London.
Yeah,
for a
it's an
pay-per-view.
easier trip for a lot of people.
I mean, a lot of people are willing to spend that money.
No.
Yeah,
It's an
a lot
easier-
of
You know
people.
what? No, but also the packages. I saw some of those VIP packages. They are definitely worth it.
Yeah,
What you're getting out of it.
What's in it?
Again, that
You get,
isn't...
rows 1 to 5 tickets. You get early access, a $100 food comp, free merch. You
Yeah.
get to hold the belts, a photo op with the belts, meet some wrestlers, and you get to go over the barricade and go around the ring.
So that is in the first day.
How much is it? Do you know?
It is over $1,000.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are
No, but it is
VIP
very much worth it. You
So-
get early access. You get to meet some wrestlers.
Bruh,
So look,
that much? 1 G's?
so look. I
How
mean,
many
look.
bands is that?
I'm not gonna
many
come
bands
on
is
this
that?
show.
How many bands is that?
How many bands is what?
$1,000.
1 G's.
One.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm not
Can
gonna
I
come
stuff
on this
10
show and
Gs in one
pretend that
band?
the company doesn't have
Can
its
I just do
challenges.
this?
Clearly, they would like their ratings
That-
to be better, although the rating was up about 10% over that Thanksgiving Eve show.
Well, that Thanksgiving Eve show. Was-
Clearly, they would want, particularly Collision, they would want to sell more tickets than they have. But the idea that the promotion is crumbling when they did a $1.25 million gate in one day is just nuts. I mean, I'm not going to make Eric the Geek of the Week because he and Russo would be the first two inductees into my, Geek Hall of Fame.
Hall of Ass.
But, that quote already did not age well. Now, speaking of AEW future, I had another comment to make about how not terrible the future is because Sam Gilman came across a list that I guess ESPN put up. How many did they do?
30 under 30.
The top 30 pro wrestlers, 30 and under. I'm going to read this list real quick. Let's see if everybody notices something. We're going to start from 10. Shota Umino, Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, Jack Perry, Takeshita, Mariah May, Rhea Ripley, Tony Storm. Number 2 is Sam's hero MJF. And number 1 is Dominic Mysterio. So in terms of that list, 7 of the 10 are in AEW. And by the way, that does not include both members of Private Party, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, who's 30, and both Darby Allin and Will Ospreay, who are 31.
Orange Cassidy is younger than Willow Nightingale.
No, Orange is close to 40, I think.
I
Yeah.
thought he was.
No, he's older than I think you realize.
Hook is 25.
Yeah.
And it doesn't include Hook. Yeah, also Hook. So, if, the future, I mean, in terms of talent, their future is bright if they book it correctly.
Like Kyle Fletcher beat Ospreay, and that was the happiest day
So,
of my
Eric,
life. Besides
I mean,
MJF
come on.
beating Will Ospreay, because I could prove.
And by the way, as Roman pointed out in a previous show, we are getting close to the date on which Dynamite will have been on the air longer than Nitro. So again, we got to consider the source on that one. But yeah, that came out today. 1.25 million in tickets for Arlington in one day. Speaking of Arlington,
Oh yes.
yesterday
What?
they did an event at the stadium to, celebrate the on sale day. And it was a fairly newsworthy event. So let's start with this. Since we have to talk about them on every show, apparently, who was there, guys?
Big
Costco.
Boom AJ and Big Justice. And there was a photo of on Tony Khan's Instagram or Big Justice or AJ Bafumbo's Instagram of them in the private jet with Tony Khan.
Well, they're all in Florida.
No, but my
They're all
God,
Florida,
how
man.
Tony Khan is praying to the Lord that
They're
AJ
all in
lasted
Florida, and he
longer.
wanted them there. Why not fly him in? Tony was flying him in and flying there himself.
No, but
And we
no
know
other
Tony's in
wrestler.
Florida.
Their champion, Mercedes Moné, didn't even get the private jet with TK.
Too bad
Well,
for
Brian Danielson. didn't
Right.
get
Well,
the-
Danielson does not live in Florida.
Well, he's the locker room leader.
No,
Well, he
Not
Danielson
anymore.
does not live in Florida.
But
The
he was there, so he's
the
not
Costco people live in Florida.
But if they took the private jet with Tony Khan,
Well,
that means that Tony Khan is praying that you succeed.
right. Well, here's the other
They're
thing.
putting all their eggs
He
in
do-
one basket.
They're not putting all their eggs in one. But what he wants to keep him around because he's smart enough to know if he doesn't, they're going to end up appearing at WrestleMania, and we all know that's true. If they could bring those guys in for WrestleMania,
No,
they
listen.
would. So,
When-
but wait,
Because it's all about one thing and one thing only.
the boom.
Money.
Um,
Everybody loves some money.
he can't get
No,
through
wait.
a show without
Here's
talking
the thing,
about
Dad.
his
money,
greed.
money, money, money,
Yes,
money,
Max.
money, money.
if they, let's say Tony Khan did say, we don't want you on our show anymore.
Right.
Would they sell out like that?
Yes.
If they were smart.
If WWE
Yeah.
gave them
If
that
they-
much
yeah.
money.
Again, I've said on
yeah,
previous,
bro.
like, they've got to cash in on this while they are as hot as they are
Oh.
now.
When I was listening to this
But
podcast that will not be named, and
Impulsive?
no,
I
hell
was too
no.
impulsive. It's interesting.
Go ahead, man. Finish your
So-
thought.
They thought they were going over the top 3 scenarios that Big Justice and the Rizzler will end up in. Together
Okay.
In the future. So like when they're like 30, what will they be doing with their life?
Oh God. Oh my God. And all right. We've opened this door now. What were the predictions?
These are crazy ones. Number 1 is in AEW.
Oh, well,
Or
hopefully this.
WWE involving somewhere wrestling.
They will be in pro wrestling somewhere. All right. Maybe Big Justice follows in his father's footsteps.
I'm the Rizzler.
Okay.
The rest will be is Paul Heyman. That is wise man.
Yes. With the Rizzler
They're
as
both
his
the
manager.
same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, the Wise Rizzler. Okay.
I could see the Rizzler as sort of a modern day, Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah, frankly, I could see the Rizzler in that same
He
outfit
would be
as
a
Paul
locker.
Heyman.
He would be a locker
Yes,
room leader.
in the black suit.
Yeah, I could see
Well,
him
his
in the
theme
black
song
suit.
is the Godfather theme song.
All right.
The
What else?
Rizzler's is?
Yeah.
I thought it was his verse on the We
When
Bring
he
the
showed up
Boom
on
remix.
LOL, what's it called? The Italian Italian streamers?
Small, like girl. What that was.
LOL.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
I know you're talking
His
about.
theme song was the Godfather.
Yeah.
That's well, all right.
All right.
Never mind.
What else you got?
One of them was doing a podcast together.
Together. All right. Yeah, sure. They could do that now.
What was the third one?
Are you gonna
Frick.
challenge him again, Max?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You gonna say it again?
Hey, could happen at All In.
Sure, all in main event. Me
There you go.
versus
There you go.
Rizzler.
The fatal 4-way at All
No,
In.
no.
TK,
Have
make
you
it happen.
seen have you seen AJ? No, Baby
Big
Gronk?
Justice.
No, Baby Gronk. He's
Well,
a
Big Justice is
13-year-old
not
with
small
grills.
either.
No, but
Not
he
gonna
has
have
a,
to use his speed.
no, but Baby Gronk is a 13-year-old with grills
I don't
and
care.
plays football. He will kill you.
He was a baseball bat. He's cooked, bro.
Yeah, it would be a street fight. So
No,
you'd have to use your
but
speed and
that means
weapons.
he's allowed to
A
bite.
foreign object.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
but
run out
show
the
him the
ring,
photo
give
of
him
Baby
fire.
Gronk to dad. That kid will kill you.
No, I could cook him.
He has grills on his teeth permanently.
Oy.
He will
Permanent?
bite you.
It's not permanent.
How do you eat food with grills, by the way?
Right.
You eat it.
Right.
You have to take them out.
You're right.
They're not
It's like
permanent.
Max
He does. He's a 13-year-old.
It's like Max with his when Max had his
Exactly.
Wait, but more importantly,
I think it
The
should just
Riz-
be Max against the Rizzler. Maybe like a Logan
Big-
Paul versus Mike Tyson boxing match. You
In
gotta go to a Florida and say, sign the contract, big boy. Sign
in
the
Arlington,
contract.
more importantly, in Arlington, Big Boom AJ gave an update on his physical condition. He said he's going to be out of his cast in about 2 weeks. He's going to need about 4 more weeks to recover before he can get back in the ring, and he did say he will be at All In.
MJF. MJF.
Chris Jericho.
Also there was Brian Danielson, who said he will be
He shaved his hair.
who said he will
so-
be at the show.
Yo, he bald?
He said he's trying to avoid surgery. Said wrestling again 50-50. We can only hope. Also there, and I know this is something that we've been interested in, was Darby Allin, who said that the attempt at Everest is going to take place in April of next year, and that when he reaches the top, knock on wood, he
He'll
makes
plant
it,
the AEW flag.
he's going to plant the AEW flag at the top of Mount Everest. And if the AEW social media team does not promote that like crazy, if he manages to pull that off, shame on them. So that was fairly,
What's the percent chance that man dies up there?
hopefully none.
What's the percent chance that he tries to jump off the mountain?
I mean, look, I think
You can't really jump off.
you can't really
You
jump.
really
I
jump
think the
off.
crazy thing in this instance, and obviously we've seen him do all manner of insane things.
He T-boned the car.
Yeah, he smashed into a car.
Where's
He-
my
Well, I think the
plane?
car T-boned him. I don't know if he
purposely
T-boned
tried
him.
to T-bone
He
someone.
he jumped into the back of a moving truck.
Makes sense.
I don't.
He jumped
Oh
on his
wait,
house.
lest we
Darby,
forget.
where's
Wait.
Moxley?
Lest we forget
Where
in
is
the
that?
wait. Lest we forget
Where
in
is
the
that?
Sting retirement match, the coffin drop off the ladder through a pane of glass.
Yeah, that crap hurt.
That no one should ever do that.
And Ric Flair was there and he tried to make the save. He
Did,
missed.
did he?
He did.
Rick's too
Did he?
smart for that, brother.
Where?
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, very
Oh,
clever.
No, Sam. Oh no.
So
Jesus Christ.
Why
Sorry,
is Thor-
we're not talking about him.
Oh, he's over here.
We're not talking about him. No, he's still locked up, son. You don't have anything to worry about.
He can
He asked
slip
for
out through
bail.
the baby. He can
All
slip
right.
out through
Yes,
the
the
baby.
house
All right.
arrest. That's where the problems are happening.
That's enough.
though. So I don't know if that's a good idea.
All right, we're moving
All right,
on.
all right, all
We're
right.
moving
Let's
on.
get this
Take it
back
out.
on
He
track.
slip out through the prison bars with the baby oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, all
Thank
right.
you.
Stood
We're
up.
going back to the shows.
Okay.
This is part of the
Because
show.
my
Let's talk
next
about
point
Diddy.
Very important.
Is the Continental
you know about
Classic?
Diddy?
The Continental Classic continues, and
Oh
it
man,
is
John, Diddy's right over there.
awesome.
Run.
Watch
Leave-
out,
let
oh,
him
man.
be.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, watch out.
Okay, you're wearing the joke out.
What,
out,
the
bro.
Diddy joke? It's always funny.
Is it?
I can make Jay-Z jokes now, too. So.
Okay,
All
all right, all right.
All
That's
right.
enough.
Enough.
Okay, fine.
Okay, we're not. Yeah,
Or Beyonce.
yeah.
That's it. That's it.
The Continental Classic
I'm done.
continues,
Is it?
and it is awesome. And not only is it awesome, but the thing about it is it's awesome in different ways. Because just this week, you had a really good, hard-hitting Shelton Benjamin versus Kyle Fletcher match on Dynamite. You had an excellent meat versus meat match. Sorry, I don't know if Max would agree, but it was a good, big, mean man match between Brody King and Claudio Castagnoli.
No.
And you had
No.
not one, but two excellent matches with Commander, one against Ricochet and the other against Darby. So it's been great. The standings, if we're interested, the standings in the Blue League, Fletcher's up by a lot.
How much?
He's got 9. Garcia and Okada have 4. And then in the gold, Claudio has 6, and then you got a 4-way tie at 3 with Darby, Ospreay, Ricochet, and Brody King. So that
Now,
continues, and it is
AEW's
great.
fumbling the bag with this.
How do you figure?
There are 2 people that they need to push to the moon.
Are you going to talk about the Outrunners again?
Wait.
It's a singles
No.
turn. Who then?
2 people. One of them's not in the tournament. The other one is and needs to win.
Wait, we're gonna talk about the video
All right, who?
package. Wait, we're gonna talk about the. Wait, was this last week or this week? The video package that teased Bandito.
Oh, yeah, we're also getting the return of Bandito, which is exciting. Speaking
So-
of a great wrestler.
They just pushed Jay White.
Well, but Jay
Bang,
just
bang,
pushed you.
But
bruh.
we're going to talk about Jay White in a minute.
Like,
But
no
I think
wonder they keep
I
putting
think one way or another,
Costco.
Jay White's going to main event World's End.
He better win.
I don't know if he's going to win, but I think it's pretty clear at this point Jay White's going to be in the main event at World's End.
And the second person is Brody King. The fans love him.
Yeah, he's great. Brody King's great. So that continues. I think what are we getting tomorrow? We're getting something tomorrow night. We're getting Claudio and Ospreay tomorrow night. That should be great.
God, Claudio, kill him.
That'll be good.
As for something that was far less great on Dynamite, we had the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal.
Oh, I love this.
Which
There
was
was so
filled,
many jabronis.
which
in
was
there.
filled with jabronis.
Yeah, there was maybe
Now,
3 big
once
stars.
they
And not -1, Evil Uno.
once they announced that what they were doing was that the winners, the last 2 people in the ring, were going to wrestle each other this week at Winter is Coming, and that the winner of that goes to the pay-per-view to wrestle Friedman for the ring.
Stupid.
It became pretty evident what was going to happen, which, of course, is what happened, is that Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole were the last 2 people
I'm
in the
very
ring.
much rooting for Kyle O'Reilly. to win this.
They were, they're gonna wrestle at Winter's Coming. That was not great.
I want Kyle O'Reilly to win. I think it'd be a huge upset, and I'd love to see Kyle O'Reilly lose.
Then we need to talk about the continuing bad behavior of Max Caster.
Oh, especially to Max Gilman.
First on Dynamite, he does.
Well, yes, your bad behavior is ongoing. I'd say.
First, he does. He's backstage with Renee.
But he's
Don't you
throwing-
get
He does the promo with Billy and Bowen. Billy tells him he's going about things all wrong. Bowen says if he's the best wrestler alive, go out there and prove it. So he promptly goes out there and gets killed to death by Swerve Strickland. I mean, just absolutely destroyed. I think after how many kicks did he hit on him? 3? He had like 3 kicks on him. He got the pin. Then he wasn't satisfied. He goes back in the ring and hits him with the swerve stomp.
Stop throwing gang symbols.
You
up,
know what's
Max.
coming. You know what's coming. Max is this week's winner. He's the geek of the week. He took a straight
Throwing up gang symbols.
whooping.
You were doing that too. I saw you.
He was throwing up gang symbols. So
What are you talking about?
Maxie was throwing up gang symbols.
He doesn't even know what that means.
But he was doing this, and I'm not gonna tell.
I don't know what that
Fine,
is.
then don't.
You don't even know what that is.
Then don't.
They're gonna find you. The gang's gonna find you. They're gonna get you.
Oh, frick,
Oh
I'm
my
cooking.
God. All right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Last
the gang symbols.
Last topic I want to cover
Now
in
this-
terms of the shows.
What is it?
Because we're building now to clearly the build is well underway to what's eventually going to be the main event at World's End. You had at Dynamite, you had Switchblade versus Pac.
Pop.
Jay beat him clean with the Blade Runner. Marina hit the ring afterwards to distract Jay. Then Moxie jumped up from behind, gave him the paradigm shift, left him for dead. Then out on the stage comes Angry Hangman. Moxie goes outside the ring to kind of stare him down. When we see a cameraman or one of the crew dressed all in black with a hood, as they do, kind of come up behind Moxley, takes his hood off. It's Orange Cassidy. He begins to try to choke Moxley to death with TV cable.
Great idea.
Okay. Jay and Orange throw Moxley into the ring. They lay him out. Jay lays him out with the Blade Runner. And then Hangman hits him with the buckshot for good measure.
Hell yeah.
So
Now,
the lines
meanwhile-
between these 3 and Moxley.
While all this is
so he's a babyface now.
Well-
Hangman?
I guess.
and by the way, while all this is going on with them on the 3 of them beating up Moxley, Christian is watching with his contract from the stage.
I was about like, it's Christian. It's Christian. I was gonna
Then
cash in.
then on Collision,
It's Christian.
we had some wackiness.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Moxley is cutting his promo with the crew in the ring.
Also, am I me? Or are they just pushing the limits with this intergender wrestling stuff?
What? It's what?
First, it was the promiscuous Juice Robinson about to push mother waits.
I don't know why you describe juice that way, but fine.
What does
Right.
promiscuous mean?
Don't worry about it.
And then you had
I love it when
Yes.
people. He does this all the time. He uses words when he is not entirely sure what they mean.
I'm
And then
asking
you
what
had
it means.
Switchblade.
Right.
Tell me.
Almost give. We'll give. What's her fate? The Russian lady.
Marina.
Marina.
The Russian
Roman.
lady. The Blade Runner.
Right. Well, she.
So this is turning into
Well,
GCW eventually.
no.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa,
number one.
there-
No.
slow your
There
roll there,
no.
buddy.
There have been no intergender matches. Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Number
there's been
two,
an
nobody's
intergender
actually
tag.
given Marina. He hasn't given Marina the Blade. And
Then
three,
you're gonna see Osprey giving
She-
Mariah May the Hidden Blade.
Mariah May.
Yeah, that's what's
What
gonna
do you-
happen. Intergender
What?
wrestling. Man.
No, that's not going to
It's
happen.
MJF's gonna
And
sucker
I
punch
think, but
Britt.
look, she keeps interjecting herself and beating up these guys.
It's gonna be like Randy. It's gonna be like
like
Randy
Rhea
Orton.
Ripley.
So-
when he gave Stephanie the RKO.
Wait a sec. So you guys hated the Dudley Boys and Mae Young?
No, that was great.
Hey, I
thought
never
that
said
was
anything.
I
I
thought it was
loved it. I
so
thought it was
funny.
so funny.
How they gave him the tail. He chopped him up and threw the old lady in the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, the best thing about that was the look on Bubba's face once he did it.
Yeah, he's like,
When he was he appeared to be in some sort of
That
trance.
face again, please. Is that the face
Yeah.
you make when you're playing Fortnite, Roman?
I would love to go back and see
Crazy
how many times
90s.
Jim Ross invoked the name of the creator
Good Lord.
during that brief segment.
He's like,
my God.
Yeah,
good Lord. Good Lord.
he probably used that the way
God.
that
My
AJ
God.
Big Justice say boom. I mean,
True.
but yeah, I mean, look,
Boom.
we've never
Give
seen
it a
it.
6 on the scale of the boom.
If I'll just say this, if Marina keeps interjecting herself physically and beating up these guys, which she has done many times,
multiple times.
is it impossible that she's gonna take a Blade Runner or something
Take
similar?
a Blade Runner or
No.
something?
But no, well, no.
No.
I mean, the only time we've seen it is the close. You know, look, the one they haven't done it. I don't think they will. The one time Willow came out and was the one that made the save, and that's what should happen. Now we gotta talk about this wackiness on Collision.
Oh, whack it. Oh, right. With that.
You remember. So Moxley and the crew around there cutting a promo. Orange comes out. And basically he says, I don't have to, it's, you know, I don't necessarily have to win the world title, but I have to make sure that you are not, that you lose the title. And I think the quote was, he's not going to stop until someone beats him for the world title. He even said, the only way I stop is if you kill me.
Don't say that. They literally will.
So the Death Riders apparently took that as an invitation because they start beating him down. They then drag him did they actually carry him?
Yeah, they're just
They
manhandling
carried him to the back.
Did anybody see that?
What?
They
Did anyone ever see what old man John does?
What do you do?
He's like having like.
he's
like,
let him be.
no, I
They-
saw it. I
They
swear
go
to God.
to a
he's like-
commercial.
What, he's having a
They
seizure?
come back.
he
FTR
was shaking, man.
Looks like he's getting
FTR is
electrocuted.
cutting a promo about Fight for the Fallen, which I guess is going to be in January. It's going to be a benefit for the people that were affected by the hurricane in
He's
North
just
Carolina.
doing gang signs again.
This is a gang sign.
I don't know what that means.
Then-
but-
What are you talking about?
I'm
What are you talking
He's
about?
scratching his head. We hear
Run the tape,
noise,
run it back,
and then
run the
we
tape
see the Death Riders with a funnel and some sort of chemical trying to apparently poison Orange Cassidy to death.
Now this is weird.
That's on character.
Makes perfect sense.
FTR fortunately interferes and stops this. That was a little much for me, and the other thing
A
is,
little much. Hell,
and I've had enough of Orange, who we all love,
Teach me how to do his face.
going down there to be beaten up by four guys with no backup. Like, we've seen that enough. So where does this leave us in terms of a main event? Where do you think we're going? Four-way? Moxley, Jay, Hangman, and Orange for the title? And people wondering if Christian does the cash-in?
Yes.
That's it looks that
And
way
I
to
think
me.
Adam Copeland would come back and screw him out of it.
It looks like that looks to be the way they're headed. That, it would be a fatal four-way for the title. Anything else about the shows? Do you want to talk about Cardona? I know you're all excited about that.
Yes, I was very excited about this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At the Heisenberg.
Hammerstein.
Ballroom.
Hammerstein
Hammerstein, as Jericho would say.
Ballroom. It's gonna be what's his face? Chris Jericho against Woo Woo Woo. You know, and Zack
Well,
Ryder.
Yeah.
Well,
Always ready.
He challenged anybody from New York to wrestle him for the title.
I thought Mick Foley was about to walk out.
No, really?
That's for the one last time.
No, he's already
He
said.
said he wants one more match. He said he wants a death match.
Or Goldberg.
No, I
Isn't
thought he
isn't
said he.
Goldberg
I
from
thought
New
he
York?
said that after he got a concussion and didn't even know how he did it, he gave up on that idea.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
he.
he.
Goldberg
That's not.
from New
Yeah,
York?
that's not happening.
Isn't Goldberg
He
from New
did
York?
say that.
Yeah.
He did say that he was considering one more match.
And he wanted to fight MJF, and I don't know who I would.
that
pick
you
between
know,
those
but
two.
then he said he got a concussion and he wasn't even sure how he did, and he's like, no, this can't happen. And you know what? Good. He does not need to ever wrestle again.
True.
He owes the wrestling world nothing.
Look at
Oh,
Ric
wow.
Flair. He said
You
that
know,
he had, like,
How
Yeah, as
he
you
has
put it,
retired a
as you,
match like 10 times, and he just
How-
kept coming
how-
back.
and
from
then
it.
as you put it, the allegations of the pizza place.
The allegations of the pizza place came back.
what are you talking about?
You know what? Ric Flair at the pizza place when he got a
Oh,
little
the
tip-
pizza place.
when
Yeah.
he was stone cold sober during that. I mean, God.
You think?
Yes, he was not drunk at all. I think he was electrified via Woo energy. I feel the need for speed.
Yeah.
I feel the need for.
Well, I think he
blue
already
energy.
did that,
Right.
so I
So
feel.
wait. So we're also your main event for
Isn't
what?
Goldberg from New York? Am I from?
No, he's from Atlanta.
Or Georgia, sorry.
Yeah, he's from
Georgia.
Georgia.
Dad, wanna do this?
Didn't he play college football at Georgia? I think.
Oh man, your phone's ringing.
And he was with the Falcons very briefly.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Do you have anything else you want to say about Cardona? I know this pleased you to see Cardona.
I like Cardona.
Yeah, that
Who doesn't?
in terms of a
Max.
main event for Hammerstein for a Ring of Honor show, I think that's
Hammerstein.
about the best that they could
It's
do.
It's Hammerstein.
Yes. I'm also
He is from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, he's from
actually.
Oklahoma. I'm also enjoying the Chris Jericho promos where he talks about being the king of New York and calling New York the names of other cities.
Well, he also said,
I believe he's referred to it as the Big Easy, the Windy City. I think there were others. So yeah, he, as usual,
also,
you
Big
know.
Bill was there because he said he was the top of knowledge seeking the learning tree. When
No,
actually he was
at
getting
his
married
wedding.
to Lexi Nair.
Yes, big.
I wanted Enzo to be there to have the reuniting of those two, but I had no evidence.
We
of that.
saw no. Yeah, well, we looked because he was curious. I saw nothing on Lexi's Instagram that showed
the real one.
Enzo there.
I think it's just real one.
Maybe you know what? Maybe I don't. I don't know the first
Maybe
thing about
Enzo's changed.
their status right now, and maybe that's for the best. I don't know that he would be the best party guest. I don't know that he would be the best anything. If there's nothing else
Have you seen the photo
about the shows,
where those two were walking out and Big Bill's face was covering up the sea in big cast, so it just said big ass, and then just like
what?
there was a video when you see there was a photo of them walking on the Titantron, and Big Bill's
Oh, you
head
couldn't. Oh,
was covering the
his head.
sea,
With, all right,
so it just said big
hilarious,
ass.
hilarious.
Ha ha.
All right,
ha.
to close it up,
That's my big AJ laugh.
I believe
Ha.
we have another top 10 list
Not me eating the
from
double chocolate
young
cookie.
Max. Max, are you ready?
Yes.
Take it.
This is Max's top 10 list of Max's meatiest men
Yes,
and
Oh
women.
man, John,
he
your
is.
phone's
He has
ringing.
returned to his expertise in meatiness.
This is Max's top 10 meatiest men and women.
Oh,
women.
okay, interesting. Here we go.
Women.
Again, I have not seen this, so no
Okay.
spoilers.
Number 10 is Eric Rowan.
Okay,
And
sure.
this guy's number 10. He's meat tall, not meat wide. I'm looking for meat wide.
Okay,
Number 9 is Brody King.
yeah, for sure.
Number 8 is Nia Jax. Guys, what's wrong?
I can't argue with it.
Exactly. Number 7 is Vader.
Oh yeah, Big Van Vader for sure.
Number 6 is Big Show.
Yes.
I don't know who this is, but I saw his name and he sounded like he was a big, scary dude. Earthquake.
Yes, Earthquake.
Yes, he.
Also
Yeah.
known as
They
the
don't name
Shockmaster.
someone that looks like Cheeseburger
True.
Earthquake, so.
no,
You know?
that's true.
Shockmaster.
No, definitely. That's true. If you look like Cheeseburger, your nickname is not going to be Earthquake.
Shout out to Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Shout out Cheeseburger. I got your hat one time. Shout out Cheeseburger.
Shout out
Oh,
Cheeseburger,
Cheeseburger's
friend
the
of the
best.
show. Friend of the show.
Cheeseburger's the greatest.
Okay, number 4, This is top 4. Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah. Well,
He's number 4.
how could you have the list without Andre? Yeah, absolutely.
Who's number 1?
Okay. Top 3.
Number 4. Number 3 is Rikishi.
Rikishi. Yeah.
Number 2
Over Andre?
Shut up. This is my list.
Go ahead. It's his list.
Number
How
2
dare
is
you.
Yokozuna.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
And I don't know who this is. But number 1 is Happy Home Free.
Oh yeah.
800 pounds.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
huge.
wasn't he British?
Yeah.
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 I looked it up on the Googles.
You used the Google
He said-
machine?
He was like-
I'm surprised that Viscera was not on there.
Yeah, you missed Mabel.
True.
That
True.
is
You
a
missed
huge-
Mabel. You know, look, there's any number of honorable mentions.
But that is my list of meaty men. Thank you.
King Kong Bundy.
Thank you.
Jinx.
Good night.
Powerhouse.
Berserker.
Honorable mentions, Powerhouse Hobbs.
I was
Berserker?
gonna put- No, I was.
What's
gonna
his
put
face? That
King
guy
Kong
who
Bundy
beat Hulk
and
Hogan
Hobbs, but,
with the
like,
weird fursuit.
They were just. They just
Giant
weren't
Gonzalez?
meaty enough.
Yeah, Giant Gonzalez.
No, he wasn't really.
Yeah,
mean,
those
he was
dudes,
just
but
tall.
that's true. Yeah, they were just huge.
were
They
just
weren't
huge.
like.
Well, huge guy. Bobby
No.
Nasty.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Bobby
no,
is
no.
nasty and he's huge.
No.
Bobby is not very nasty.
Big Bobby.
Wait.
No, no, no.
Well, wait. But wait a minute. Oh, this all started. I mean, when this really took off the meat chance, I believe, was during a match between Hobbs
Wait, what happened to
and
Meat Madness?
Hobbs and Miroslav Barnashev.
Or Wardlow? When is Meat Madness gonna happen?
Well,
We
I
need
believe
Meat
that they submitted an application to trademark Meat Madness.
did.
So I think that may happen someday.
Also, wait, when the hell is Revolution, bro? Did we get Revolution this year?
Yeah, isn't it in February?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, when Ric
that's
Flair
when
tried
that.
to make the fade, but
Oh,
he
yeah,
missed.
no. That's when that creepy
He had, like, he
That's when
missed.
that creepy stuff happened when MJF came out and we didn't know who he was with the weird ass ring and
And
what
his
else
devil
happened?
mask. No, that was 2 years ago.
No, the video. It was that video, wasn't it? Wasn't there
No.
like that video, or
It
was
was
that
when-
Double or Nothing? That
No,
was
it
Double
was
or
when the
Nothing.
start of that weird ass faction, bro. What
Oh,
was
yeah,
his
the
name?
firm.
The firm, yeah.
When
that
he came
weird,
out to Guns N' Roses,
that
Sympathy
weird-ass
for when he
faction,
came
yeah,
out for
that
Sympathy
Right.
for the Devil.
Well,
Thank you, I'm
Which I
gone.
think would be a really good song for
All right,
him.
I'm
Sam,
gone, bro. Thank you.
There were
Peace out, bro.
last thing. There were some candidates this week. Do you have a sign of the week? Because I could think of a couple right offhand.
What are you gonna think?
I particularly enjoyed Hangman Did Nothing Wrong. That was pretty good.
That's true. That's
Or
true.
Tony Khan, please pay for my college.
That was not. No, they should ask Uzi Vert for that one. Did you ever see that video?
Oh yes.
Of him
yeah.
at Nordstrom's?
Yes. I
Wait,
saw-
what?
And he paid for the guy's college?
You guys are
Wait, what are you talking
chronically
about?
online.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the one that plays Fortnite 12 hours.
You
a
play
day.
Fortnite. He got the Ice Spice skin.
alright.
He
Wait,
got the
Sam,
Juice WRLD
Wait,
skin.
what were you talking about?
There's a video of Uzi at Nordstrom.
Your friend.
Yes.
Shout out to you,
I
Uzi.
met
I hope you're watching.
Yeah. And this guy asked him to pay for his college tuition because he's going to Temple,
Okay.
and he did.
Just like that.
Yep.
Yeah, because he said, "Hey, you can't leave. You can't take the money. You're serious." Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You're the one who has to edit the videos of film school. So let's go.
I guess
Go
that
ahead,
does
go
it.
ahead,
Anything else before we wrap it up?
No,
I'm
bro.
good, brother.
All right. Thank
good,
you as
brother.
always, Roman. Thank you everybody for watching. We will
Thanks, old
see
man
you
John.
next week with another episode of Grappling with the Gilmans.
Peace.
That's a wrap.
Peace.